Hey, Doug Williams here again. Some folks have been asking me since I started back with my personal polygraph test preparation training whether or not what I'm doing is actually legal. Well, I guess they asked that question with good reason, because I was thrown in prison for doing it not too long ago. Yeah, I was indicted on 3 counts of witness tampering and 2 counts of mail fraud because I taught 2 undercover federal agents how to relax when they answered a relevant question and how to manipulate a reaction when they answered a control question. That's what I did. I'm guilty. And they threw me in prison for 2 years for that. And then for 3 years after that, when I got out of prison, they made it illegal for me to give this training as a condition of my supervised release. So, I guess you have a good reason to ask whether what I'm doing is legal. Well, we'll find out, I guess. Period. I don't know what the hell else to say. I made it very clear what I'm doing. I always made it clear what I was doing. The government lied about why I was doing what I was doing. They said I was doing it to help one guy get a job he wasn't qualified for, and another guy to beat some charges. But none of that was true. That was all made up. They lied about everything. But anyway, the United States federal government wants to throw you in prison for something, they'll throw you in prison for something. It's that simple. Anyway, right now, I guess you'll have to answer your own question. Is what I'm doing illegal? In other words, what do I do exactly? I'll tell you what I do. I bring you in. I show you that the polygraph test is nothing but a joke. It's just basically nothing. It's just simply a prop used by an interrogator to intimidate you so that you'll make admissions against your own interest or confess to something. That's all it's for. I used to run the damn thing, so I know exactly how they work and what to do. But then you're confronted with the point that, according to all the scientific evidence and what I've stated for over 40 years, the polygraph's no more accurate than the toss of a coin. In other words, the reaction that it brands you as a liar could be caused by any number of innocent stimuli. So all I'm doing is teaching you what is required for the polygraph operator to see on his chart that leads him to believe that you've told the truth and that none of the relevant questions bother you. So I just teach you simple mental imagery and use a little bit of a hypnosis script that I've devised and just show you how to do everything. So far, is that illegal? I mean, it's your breathing, it's your blood pressure, it's your pulse rate, it's a sweat activity on your hands. If you can control it, I believe you have an obligation to yourself to do so. If controlling it means whether you're going to be called a liar or not on an issue that's very important, whether you get a job or stay out of prison. It seems to be important to some people. Anyway, so far I don't think I'm doing anything illegal. Now, if I did what they accused me of doing, which I did not do, if I deliberately set about to teach you, knowing that you were going to lie, and somehow teaching you how to lie for some terrible reason, to get a job you weren't qualified for, or to beat a charge you were charged with, I suppose that might be considered illegal, but I don't do that. I never have done that, and I'm not going to start doing that. I don't care what you do, what you have done, or anything else. All I'm doing is telling you that in order to pass a polygraph chart, in order to pass the test and present a perfect, truthful chart, you have to do the following things. You have to understand the difference between the relevant and the control questions. You have to show a good reaction on a control question, and you have to avoid showing a reaction on a relevant question. And all I do is show you a simple technique to assure that you're able to do this, so as not to be falsely accused of deception, as 50% of the people are. I don't think that's illegal, but we're going to find out. I'll let it be known what I'm doing. I always have. In fact, I posted it on Facebook, and I think I told them I double dog dare the United States federal government to come throw me in prison again for doing the same thing they threw me in prison for doing before. So there you have it. So far, I'm still not in prison. Anyway, call me at 405-226-4856 or text me, or get on Signal and call me on 405-226-4856. And if you're going to have to go through this trial by ordeal, I'll take you by your little hand and show you how to do it.